You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Oh, you got the future in your hand. Here I am, baby.
Yeah, busy season's over for me. You guys got to keep working. You know, that's what's fun because, like, when the events start to die down and all the, you know, the broadcasting calendar starts to slow down, you guys still got to keep on rocking and rolling.
Well, and that's what we say every time. It's a good sign that exciting things are happening in the community.
So I want to brag before I start Blog Talk.
Let's hear it.
Have you noticed that the sound on the show is like 10 times better live now?
It's really good.
Thank you very much. I worked very hard on it.
I'm
Just
very
saying.
impressed.
I really feel good about this.
Good. You should. No, the whole show is really like, it's really a vibe.
There. Well, here's the vibe. I just told John, were you at the lunch table when I said this?
I don't know.
When I told John, he's gone today, he's flying, but you know, so we got to be on our best behavior.
Absolutely.
So that way he can trust us again to leave. But I told him, I said, I'm going to go start wearing, I think I'm going to start wearing my election night attire. I'm going to start doing navy blue and I think, I don't want to do gray jackets. I'm going to go pick out a couple, but I just don't want to do like gray. I don't want to just keep it navy blue either, you know, because have you ever noticed that all the news hosts, like all the guys always wear navy blue and it looks just like kind of redundant?
I guess you're kind of right. I've never thought about it before because I think a navy blue jacket looks really sharp. But
well, I mean, but I wear it all the like everyone has seen me in a version of a navy blue jacket in the last 6 months.
That's
you know,
fair. Okay.
And it's like maybe that way I'm not like a Family Guy character. Like every day they're out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they never change clothes.
What about like a classic snappy black outfit?
No,
Not for you.
Do you know how pale I am to begin with?
That's fair.
So I got to figure it out in the next couple of days. But I'm going. I figured out I'm only going to wear sweatshirts one day a week.
Nice.
Fridays are going to be my dress down day. Yeah, my dress down day and sweatpants.
That's
but
the
the
day
rest,
I usually wear jeans, so I get
do
it.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I
We're
have a
learning
whole
something new
system.
about everybody today. But and then I'm going to do a sport coat, but I'm not going to do dress because it's not the 50s. We don't need to do dress pants no more. But
That's
just
fair.
like like khakis or something.
Good for you. That's
know.
very fancy. Well, I look forward to seeing it all come
Starting
together.
to spruce up the show. What I'm doing is I'm just going to be honest with all of you. You guys have heard about my push. I've been trying for a while to get out of the basement. I think we're
Yes.
getting close.
I
So
think
I
you
feel
are.
like the more that I dress the part, the better camera quality is going to look here in the next couple of
Absolutely.
months. So I'm doing this for all of us here. I'm sacrificing. I'm going to go sweatshirt one day a week.
Good for you. Well, I'm very impressed. I look forward to seeing it. That's one better than I could do. 'cause,
Well, they
yeah.
were going to honor me for my sacrifice, actually. They
Yeah.
were going to give me like some award or something. It was amazing.
Oh, hardcore,
I didn't want
yeah.
it, though.
Oh, you're just humble. So
Yeah.
good for you.
You know, I'm humble but not a writer, and that's what you are. Surrounded by calm, cool, and collected women. Found myself decidedly not cool, calm, or collected.
Yes, that's
Really?
the truth. So, no, I went recently. Last week, I went to the Women's Conference hosted by the Troy, Maryville, and St. Jacob and Marine Chamber of Commerce.
Say that
which is
5
a
times.
mouthful.
So that was what I kept saying during the live event. I was like, welcome back to the Troy, Maryville, Marine, St. Jacobs Chamber of Commerce's 40th anniversary celebration. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like how many, where's the space here?
Yeah,
You know?
for real, yeah. No, they do some great work, but they hosted a women's conference, which was so cool. And so I got the opportunity to go at Edison's at their outlet center in Edwardsville.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Cool.
I've never been to like the outlet center before. So the games were all there and they were all turned off. It was very fascinating. That's beside the
Wait,
point.
is the outlet center different than the actual Edison's?
It's like off to the side, but you can still we still walked through like the arcade games and stuff like that. So it was really interesting to see like all.
So when
everything
you were
all
done,
shut
you
down.
could still play.
You could. We should
Okay.
have. We
Okay.
didn't, but we should have.
Missed opportunity.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. So, Don, come on. But no, it was a great experience. I got the opportunity to learn from a lot of like really cool, badass women. So that was awesome. But sorry.
No, you're fine. I've never seen you this passionate about this before. That's
it was
cool.
fun. It was fun. So it was a good opportunity. But yeah, I was decidedly not calm, cool, and collected, unlike my counterparts who are very calm, cool, and collected.
Do you think that was a wake up call for it? Have you considered yourself before a calm, cool, and collected individual?
No, never. I am not
really?
a calm, cool, and collected individual.
I feel like you don't give yourself credit because you do put off a very calm and collected vibe.
Do I really?
Yeah,
That's
my God.
fascinating.
Have you seen me talk at lunch? Well, I talk like a manic. I mean, I am like,
No,
oh
you have
my
interesting
God.
things to say.
If honestly, the real show is lunch, you know?
Well, that's true. That's true.
You are as calm, cool, and collected as anybody at that lunch table, regardless of the day of the week.
Well, thank you, because that is news to me.
And how much crazy stuff I say, I mean, it's just amazing. So were you nervous heading into this?
I think I was a little bit, just because here I was surrounded by, and this is one of even the breakout sessions during this was imposter syndrome. So this is like a prime example of imposter syndrome that I was experiencing.
You're talking to a media host, so I get it. You know?
Right? I fit right in. But no, I was nervous heading into it just because like here were all these executives and business owners and et cetera. And it was like me at the beginning of my career, you know, I just felt kind of nervous about the whole situation. But going in, everyone was not only very welcoming, but also very eager to like be mentors in some ways too. So it was very interesting to talk to people and kind of have that experience and meet and network and realize that like everybody started in their career in some way, right? So we got on the other end, and so it was actually a really good day all around.
She ignores us most of the time at lunch anyway. That's what I meant about the calm and collectedness, you know. The fact that you're a wall is just amazing. You know? But
thanks, Mike.
But what I think's really cool about that though is because you're right, those things can go one or two ways.
Yeah.
And they really could. You can go in there and be miserable because, you know, you're considering in the hierarchy of where maybe they're at in their, you know, career,
Right.
or whatever industry, you know, you maybe feel like you're at the bottom of the pole there and you're climbing
Absolutely.
up. But if they're individuals there, they're actually willing to talk with anybody and just kind of be the community.
Yeah.
And not the keynote.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Where like, you know, they have this kind of different atmosphere. It's like, I just want to tell you about how great of a success story I am and not really listen to you. And it seems like this wasn't the case, and you really had a great opportunity to kind of just learn a little bit and get to know some people.
Yeah, no, that's a great way of describing it. It was a great chance to learn from some people who I admire deeply, who turned out to be really interesting and have some really interesting things to say. So it was a great experience all around.
So how did it break down?
So it started with a panel about working in a male-dominated industry. And so journalism is male-dominated, which was interesting to sit in and listen about this kind of thing. And so just hearing some advice from women who talk about, you know, being taken seriously in their field and how to, you know, work and feel empowered and that kind of thing was really interesting. So that was the beginning. And then we went into breakout sessions. And so I went to a session about emotional intelligence and then self-empowerment and imposter syndrome. And that was
Were there more
fascinating,
than
too.
that offered there?
There were a few, yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
really cool. There was a lot going on.
See, that's where I applaud you, because right after that, seriously, I don't do breakout sessions.
Really?
I don't like talking to strangers about
That's
things
fair.
that are personal. Like, I really don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've always been one of those weird people
Yeah.
that I just like the breakout things, not for me. So it's really cool that you can do that, because it's hard to kind of put yourself out there when you don't know the people that you're, you know.
Yeah, no,
conversing with.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
you would have hated this, but no, that being said, in one of the sessions, it was the host woman, I don't know how to describe it, the one leading the session.
Yeah.
It was her and one other person and me. Excuse me. So the three of us, it was very intimate. And so we were just talking about empowerment and self-empowerment and your own definition of power, which was fascinating. But it was very nerve-wracking in some ways because it was me and two other people. So two other people who were experts in their field. And I felt, again, imposter syndrome. I was like, wow, I definitely...
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, no.
Not with two people.
It was intense for
Yeah.
sure. But it was interesting. And
But it's good, though, that did you gain anything from it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I learned a lot about just, you know, not only, you know, the breakout sessions of empowerment and imposter syndrome and emotional intelligence and learning those topics, but also I just learned a lot about like holding yourself in a professional setting and like networking and that kind of thing too. Because this was a great example. It's kind of thrown in just to learn how to do that. And
Well,
to be
you
a
know what I've
professional.
noticed, honestly, is the fact that the people that really gain get on the fast track in their respective field, and I've done a couple of different things now and been able to see it. It's the ones that have the confidence to talk to the people that are at that level. Like if you walk in, and I had the worst problem when I was over across the river, because I'd never been around honestly real people, like real media legends. I mean, they are over there, and that's why they are. So you walk over there, and for years I was this kind of like shy, like kind of just baby, and I didn't want to go near anybody or talk to them, because I'm like, they have too much to do, and look at these people that were on Channel 5, and why are they talking to me? I have no experience. So real. The imposter syndrome was strong. But, that's why it never really got anywhere. I was it took me a longer time. And then you just got to be able to be confident, and not being able to say that you're better than them, but just being able to hold your space with them. Hold your own and stand up straight. And that actually reminds me, I had, when I was 18, I was in a situation where there was a debate between his running mate and Rodney Davis was there. Am I getting that name right? Yeah, thank you. It's been so long now, I'm hesitant to say the wrong thing. But no, he was there, and the chance to interview him came up. And there were a bunch of media people around me, like hardcore I was a student journalist. These were like professional media people who have been doing this for a career for a long time. And I was standing kind of on the outskirts, kind of hesitant to jump in. And there was a woman there who with the local news channel, and she looked at me and she said, "Come in." And that's so cool. Little things like that. And I still remember that. And I still remember that woman doing that. And I remember feeling so thankful. And also for the first time, like I could actually do it. And I asked him questions, and I had this great experience of getting to interview a politician. So, it kind of goes back around to just like, not only feeling confident and letting yourself do these things, but also like helping other people out. I think I'll always try to be like a helpful person now because of that woman. Because she showed me just the difference that you can make. It was a cool story, That's really cool. You know what I'm thinking about doing now that you brought up Rodney is the fact that like once you interview someone like that, you should keep a tally. Like, did your journalist career last longer than their, that'd be kind of funny. He was here for a long time. He was like he was for office forever. Yeah, he was. Let's do this. Time. We'll come back and talk more about this. This is good. This is our best blog talk because I'm not really whining and yammering on this one. We're learning a lot about Sydney today. How this is the way it should be. No, I hope the boss is watching. I hope he's watching today. This is second floor material right here. One of these days, CJ. One of these days. And it ain't going to be to the moon. It'll be to the Dragonfly room.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good. Let's go. American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
I've got a song, I ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends when I go round in circles.
Almost took that microphone down. 9:38, welcome back. Loretta Graham going to join us here in a second. We're talking about her church today. Speaking of women empowering women, she's a real, she was telling me the other day that she didn't tell me, I saw it, she was quoted on The Big Fox.
Oh, good for her.
And they were, I thought it was really cool. And we had such a great conversation. What a smart lady,
yeah.
And it was kind of nice because I had just kind of gotten done with work and I decided, well, I just clocked out, but was in my office. I said, I'll call Loretta. And normally, if it's a phone call, I'll clock right back in just so I can get my time. And I feel like that was enough. I felt like I got paid enough. I felt like I should have, given her money.
She's so interesting.
It's
she's
incredible.
so cool and so interesting. And the Girl Scouts too. Like I was briefly a Girl Scout, and
were you? Were you a good one?
No, I was a brownie. I was not that good at it. But
what the hell does that mean?
Exactly. I don't know. But I was very
I'll have to
brief.
Ask Loretta.
Yeah, you'll get
tell
back
her
to
that you were a terrible Girl Scout.
I was a brownie. But that being said,
you should apologize on the air.
I'm sorry, Loretta. That being said, what a cool organization the Girl Scouts are, though. Like they do such cool things. So I think that's a great situation.
So how long was this? They are. I mean, and I can't wait to talk to her. But getting back to how long was this conference?
This women's conference. It was from 8 to 3, so it was kind of a.
You had a full day of work.
It was a full day. It was a good day. It was a day of just learning and, like I said, networking and just learning how to There's really benefits of just being in professional situations where you're kind of uncomfortable, honestly, because you learn a lot about just how to carry yourself. So it was really helpful in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Well, and honestly, especially in your case too, because you're, at the lunch table, with the exception of Emily, it's normally just the guys around you. And so to have a day where you can kind of go up there and really talk and just kind of maybe about things that, are going to help you in your field or, a little bit more about what you're, kind of looking at as a woman in the field is really good for you.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was a great experience to get to do that. And again, getting to learn from some powerful women was awesome. So it was a great experience.
Okay, so I may not be calm, cool, and collected, but this is like a presidential speech.
Thank you.
But I am confident, empowered, and focused, and I'm proud of that.
I try to be anyway. So we work on being focused and empowered and confident and all those things.
So going back to what I said earlier, it's a full circle thing. Because I said at the lunch table, you exude a calm, cool, and collectedness. So that would come out as
I'm still shocked by that.
But no, it ties in because you said, but you do identify as confident, empowered, and focused.
We're working on it.
That would kind of be why I perceive you as calm, cool, and collected.
Well, thank you. No, we're working on it.
See what I did there?
I appreciate that.
I didn't even take a philosophy class in college. That's how this brain works.
Quick side note, I did take a philosophy class in college, which was interesting.
God love you.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was basically paying to have an existential crisis every day.
I was very saying.
But one of the really quick side story, but one of these days we were learning about existentialism, which the idea that nothing really matters except that which you give meaning. And so anyway, there was a paper shredder, and he said, write down the things that in your life you are stressed out about right now, and then this paper shredder will shred it, and that is symbolic of you letting it go or whatever. So somebody wrote down fear of disappointment or disappointing everybody, and he went to shred it in the paper shredder, and the paper shredder wouldn't work. So lesson we learned is that one never goes away.
Yeah. Well, here's my lesson for your teacher.
Yeah.
Put my credit card bills in your paper
there we
shredder, buddy.
go.
You know, let's see if they go away. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the crisis that kid was in after that paper shredder?
Literally,
Yeah.
just much to think about. Yeah, much to think about. That's a complete. I don't know why I brought that up.
Yeah, it's
but-
okay because I'll be now that you're sharing something from one of your
Yeah.
weird college. I took non-Western music.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So let me tell you something. I was the worst first time around college student there was because I had the business going and like.
You were busy.
Well, yes, but I was also very egotistical and in a bad. This was pre-radio CJ.
Yeah,
so this
right.
was partying nonstop. This was not good. This was awful. And so anyway, I was the only one that I know to this day that failed non-Western music.
You know what? And it's fine.
But no, it's not fine. No. It's not fine. Okay, so what was amazing is the fact that I remember like the most from college. I remember actually from that class because of the guy that Jet Airliner by the Steve Miller
Yeah.
Band. It was actually written by some Tibetan throat singer.
Oh,
so like I remember that from a
interesting.
documentary.
Yeah.
So that's like my trivial note from
That's
college.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty
see?
good.
Totally worth the price.
One of the best things, one of the best things about like growing up is realizing things like that happen and it doesn't matter anymore. You know, it's like this doesn't matter anymore. This is fine, and that's part of I think being.
But what am I gonna do when my kid fails a class or comes home with like missing homework and then watches this and goes, "Don't even talk to me."
Yeah, you
like
just told on
failed
yourself.
non-Western music.
You just told on
And
yourself.
It
I
wasn't
don't know.
because it was an easy class. Like
Yeah.
the way it was instructed. This is where I got to clarify. Like it was tough. Like some of
Yeah.
the stuff was really kind of hard to understand. But it was taught in a way to where as long as you participated and got better, you
Yeah,
did fine.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like you had to, as long as you
Yeah.
were actively trying. I was
love
not
classes like that.
I was an inactive trier.
That's okay. And you know what? You did kind of tell on yourself there. So to your future kids, like good for you guys if you're listening. But you win this one. But
Mr. Hussey, to this day, I still feel terrible. I was the worst student. I didn't even try.
it's okay. We all have a
deserved
class
it.
like that.
I deserved it. No, all of them. It wasn't just one. I mean, it was a rough first time around. The first tour of duty was not a good one for CJ at
And
Lewis
now
and
look
Clark.
at you. Look, here you are. So, it doesn't matter at all. It's the fun part about that. It's like this,
I think that
here we
that's
are.
debatable on who you ask. The
Yeah.
here you are. No, we're doing great. I'm excited. So did I tell you we're starting a new campaign for marketing and all that for the show?
No, let's hear it.
We're going to get 15 one-year sponsors.
Oh.
So we're going to have 15 true partners, and then that way you and I can actually go have fun, and I don't have to sit here and keep finding all this stuff, because I want to do vlogs and do all this stuff.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we figured out that we can't until we, get everything where we need, because we're doing well. Like, the
Yeah.
show's more than doing well, but it's just, I needed it to get to that next level so I can have some breathing room to say,
Absolutely.
this is taken care of, so I can go and we can go to like the Museum of Illusions for a half a day and
I
film.
can't wait.
That's
I'm
part of it
excited.
too, but
Yeah.
also to help like small businesses and stuff do a little bit
Yeah,
more.
no, there's a lot
Yeah.
of benefits to what you're doing. So no, that's really cool,
Yeah.
and it sounds
What are
like
you
it's going to
working
be
on?
an exciting year.
What are you
what am I
working
working
on
on? All kinds of things. So I'm going on a tour today of the Wedge Center, so that'll be
Oh,
interesting.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Is Dan going with you? Going by yourself?
Going by myself, so that'll be fun, and see what's going on there. And our friend Stephanie from Challenge Unlimited invited me to a ribbon cutting
She's
today.
coming on the show tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Did she tell you?
No, let's
She
hear it.
missed her damn appointment with me on the show on
no.
Tuesday. Yeah, but actually it was my fault. I
happens.
gave her all this crap, because
Yeah.
you know how I am. I'll call you right after you miss, and so I said, hey, what are you doing? Well, I come to find out because she is really good about like sending me calendar invites.
Right.
It was me. I didn't send her a calendar invite from 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago when
it's fine.
we talked
It
on the
happens.
phone and I said, oh yeah, I got you locked in, but I never sent the invite for you. So it was my fault.
It happens, though. It happens. But what are you gonna do? But I'm gonna go see her today, so I look forward to that. Ribbon cutting going on at their new house, so I look forward to that too. So lots of exciting things happening in the community, and it's definitely some of the chaos has calmed down a little bit from the last few weeks, but it still is busy, and that's an exciting time for our community. A lot going on, so we'll see what happens.
Huh. What's your blog about next week?
I don't know. I wish I knew. If only I knew the answer to those questions. But here we are, and I learn every day.
We're going to take a break. Sydney, it was great talking to you, but I think my workday just got a nice wrench thrown into it. So why don't we do... Why don't we do this? I'll take a break. We'll come back with Loretta Graham. And we'll come back. Yeah, because there's going to be a little bit more happening today. Yeah. Okay. Man, this got a little bit more busy.
All right. You got a lot of exciting things going on.
Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here we go after this.